Hi, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, and you have a very simple assignment today. I'm going to read for you a story, short story called Write On. You're going to follow along and listen and watch this story, and then you're going to do the work on slide 2. Okay, so what is this? This is just a testing practice. Sometimes you will see standardized tests that look like this. They'll give you some sort of graphic and they'll give you some paragraphs to read through and then determine the correct answer. Okay, so they talk about the answers are right there. So in the right there category, they're right on the page. You need to go back and look them up, especially if you're listening to a story, you've read a story for yourself. You can go back as many times as you want to that document, whether you have a document right in front of you, a textbook, or you're reading online. You can go back to those documents and look up answers as much as you want. A lot of times you'll read a question and you'll say, oh, I know that, we just read it, and then you go back and look it up. Okay, think and search. Go back to the place where you think you remember it being. Hey, I know where that is. I think it was on the second page when we read, and use the document that way. You can always take notes as you're doing it also. And then the author and me. You should always be, as you're reading or listening or independently reading or sharing it maybe in a reading group, you're always thinking about how can you connect or relate to what the author is saying. What background knowledge do you have? What things have you experienced before? And then what new knowledge are you gaining from it? And what does it mean to you? Like how you can apply it to real life skills. So here we go. This is called Write On, and it's just 4 simple paragraphs. More and more kids are writing for the internet. Many schools have online literary magazines or writing projects to encourage its students' online publishing practices. Outside school, kids write blogs. A blog is a web log or online diary. Writing and publishing stories online gives kids another way to express themselves. So there's our very first paragraph, okay? The internet makes it easy for people to read stories. Sometimes people can review other people's online stories. A good review makes many kids want to practice their writing. So there's your second paragraph, what the internet helps them do. I'm at the top of the next column. Fictional stories are gaining popularity with young writers. Many kids make themselves the hero of the story. Other writers create fantasy stories about famous people, real or fictional. These types of stories are called fan fiction. Some writing websites have only fan fiction. Xing Ling, a computer programmer from Los Angeles, started a fan fiction website for young writers. I know how hard these writers work, and I respect it. Xing says he wants beginning writers to find an audience and perfect their words. Perfect their words means to find their words and to keep writing. Okay, so it gives us 4 questions now and asks us to come up with the best possible answer. So what I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to read each one of the questions to you, and then I want you to go back and read A, B, C, or D to determine which one you think is the correct answer. And you can see when you get to this slide, it's got a little red oval that you're going to put over which letter answer for each question that you think is correct. So question number 1 says, what kind of writing do kids do for the internet? And it gives you 4 choices. So you're going to go and back and read those, and you can use the text as much as you want, boys and girls, to go back and look for the answers. Question number 2, when kids write stories for the internet, you're going to have to come up with the one that is the most accurate of A, B, C, or D. Number 3, according to paragraph 3, an example of fan fiction is, And so you're going to choose which one you believe that to be, A, B, C, or D. And the last question, which is the best summary of this selection? So a summary is a good retelling. If you had to put it in your own words, what the important things were about the article in just a few short sentences, what would that be? That is what a summary is. A summary is a short retelling. So you're going to read through A, B, C, or D and choose which one you think would be the most accurate summary or retelling. All right, that's all for now.